Hello and welcome back to my epic journey across the UK, guided entirely by AI. In this series, I asked ChatGPT to name me any train station, and I immediately go to that station. So far, this journey has taken me to Berwick-upon-Tweed, to Settle in North Yorkshire, and I'm currently here in Aviemore in the Scottish Highlands, and I'm about to find out where I'm going next. There's one train line that goes north-south, and there's two trains arriving in about 15 minutes, one going in each direction. So once I find out where I'm going, I need to get to the right platform. I suppose there's a very strong inevitability that I'm going south, but you know, you never know, I might go north. So as usual, I'm recording my screen, I'm just going to type another, and let's find out where we're going next. Fishguard. Okay, Wales. That is right at the very end of the line, and in fact, weirdly, I'm going to go through the town that I now live in on the journey here. That is so funny. So this coastal station offers stunning views of the Irish Sea and is located near the ferry terminal connecting Wales to Ireland. It's a great starting point for exploring the Pembrokeshire Coast National Park with its rugged cliffs, sandy beaches and picturesque villages. The station itself has a charming seaside vibe, and nearby attractions include the Fishguard Fort and the scenic coastal path. How do I get there? Well, it looks like I'm not getting there today. It's actually suggesting that I leave on the train at 3:25, which clearly I'm not going to do. It's suggesting that I go down to Edinburgh and get a train to Euston, and then to Crewe, Swansea. Okay, this is going to take some research to find out what to actually do, but clearly I just need to get this train south and then I'll work out from there. Oh, just look at that view of the mountains. I love Scotland. Didn't come up on the journey planners, but I've managed to sort of concoct this together myself. Hopefully this will work out. So I'll be on this train, and it's going to Edinburgh. I'm going to get into Edinburgh at 2:29, and then there's a train that leaves Waverley at 2:52, which goes down towards London on the West Coast line with Avanti. But I'll get off at Crewe. I've got a 9-minute change to get a train to Cardiff Central, and then from there I've got a choice. I could either carry on to somewhere like Swansea or Carmarthen and overnight there, or, and this is the option I'm favouring right now, I could go home. I could sleep in my bed tonight and then carry on the journey tomorrow. I feel like I'm going to wait to find out how things go, because if any of these trains get cancelled and I become delayed, then my decision will be made for me. I'm not going to get there today, I will get there tomorrow, but if I'm going to get there tomorrow I need to find out how to get there tomorrow. I haven't even gone beyond Cardiff yet, but I wish I could have stayed in Scotland a bit longer. I also wish my next destination was a bit closer. We're coming through the Falkirk area right now. Picked up a little bit of a delay, about 3 minutes, but that's fine. It's been a pretty pleasant journey. It's been a very quiet train. But we've kind of, I think we've run out of scenery, shall we say.
We are now approaching Edinburgh. Please mind the gap when emerging from this train.
have actually got off at Haymarket because the next train goes to Haymarket as well, but I prefer wherever possible to get on the train where it starts, especially if it's a really long train like this one's going to be, because then also you get a better choice of seats as well. Also going to pick up some food. I have eaten very badly on this trip, so I'm going to maybe pop into Pret and buy a salad or something like that. Lunch acquired. There's healthy chicken salad thing. Okay, well the train is here. Guess I just need to find a seat.
Services via the West Coast Main Line, 1452 service for London Euston via Birmingham and the West Midlands.
Journey update. I've just found out that my train I was going to get from Crewe to Cardiff has been cancelled, which is not helpful. I could obviously just wait and get the next available train, which is like an hour after, but if I know Transport for Wales, like I think I know Transport for Wales, it's going to be like a really old 2-car train, and they're going to be fitted like 2 train loads worth of people on there, and it's already too small for what it's supposed to be anyway. I'm not putting up with that train. But I have found an alternative route. So this train that I'm currently on goes to Birmingham New Street. And there are trains from Birmingham into Cardiff. And I can get one of those, and I'll actually arrive into Cardiff sooner than if I just got the next train out of Crewe. So this one should arrive into Birmingham at 19:04, and then I can get a train, a cross-country train, that leaves at 19:30. That'll get me into Cardiff at 21:24. I'm going to wing it from there. Potentially, like I said, I might just go home, or I might just head on to Swansea. I'm just going to see how I feel at the time, what the trains are doing, and make that decision when I get there. Regardless, it's going to be a late finish tonight. Considering I was up at like 5:30 this morning, and I'm going to stop travelling at like 9:30, 10:30, something like that. Long day. Platform 11B, I think. Do I have to put my ticket in to just get to the next platform? That's weird. Okay, fine. I'll do it. Where am I supposed to go? Go to red zone. 11B. Okay. Platform 11. The train is not due to leave for about 15 minutes, but it's due in 5. Practical chaos in here today. Some other cross-country services which are delayed to come in on the same platform that I need. This time is going to be the 3rd train in, so that's going to be fun. The train is going to be changing platforms, but I haven't told us which platform yet. So I'm just going to head upstairs. I don't know where it'll be. Just flashing up TBC. Cardiff now, 12B. Crazy barriers. The train's not here yet, it's on the board, so you know it's coming. That's an absolute joke. It's got 2 coaches in it. 2 coaches, that's it. I'm going to be sat on the floor again, aren't I? Probably looks like there's a lot of people getting off as well, so maybe that's a good sign. On this leg of the journey, I made the decision that I would continue on to Swansea, and I'll spend the night there. The first train of the day to Fishguard originates in Swansea, so it was the simplest solution. I also discovered that I could get a delayed GWR train towards Swansea, and so I changed trains at Newport instead of Cardiff just to make this change a bit easier, and also to get off this awful cross-country train a bit sooner and on board a much nicer GWR train. I was also desperate for some food and some water, so I was also wishing that GWR would have a trolley service, which was noticeably absent from cross-country.
This is Newport.
It feels so weird to be so close to home but not actually be home. Like seriously, my house is going to whiz past the window in a minute or two. Sort of the town that my house is in. Just pulling into Swansea now. So I'm literally just going to go straight to my hotel and go to sleep. Because I have another train to get at 8 something in the morning. It's currently, it was almost 11. Yeah. I am literally just going to sleep. I am not staying up so late tomorrow. I've obviously no idea where I'm going to end up, but I'm not doing that. Alright, I'll see you back here tomorrow morning. Hey, welcome back to Swansea. My train is here. Let's head to Fishguard. Goodbye to Aviemore, or Swansea in English. Interesting town. Spent about 9 hours here. I had to go through the nightclubs, or the area where the nightclubs are, to get to my hotel. Oh, that was fun. So I don't know if you can probably hear me with the sounds of these noisy engines, but I'll try to talk loud so you can. I'm just having to look up the route for this. And by the looks of things, it's going to run alongside the sea for a little bit, which will be nice. I don't think it's going to be as impressive as, say, like the Dawlish area, which I'm hoping I'll get to. I've never actually been down that line, but I've seen photos and video of it, which looks quite cool. Maybe I'll end up down there, you never know. By the time we get there in about 20 minutes, I have about 3 hours to get at Fishguard before I can get a train out, so I really don't want to be rained on. I thought it was the only passenger left, but there's one more down there. Yeah, there's 3 staff on this and 2 passengers by the looks of things. I've never been on a train where there's more staff than passengers before. I don't think I ever have. Welcome to Fishguard and Gooding Station. And the good news is it's not currently raining. I guess we're going to have a walk around. Oh, there's like a nice little station cafe by the looks of things. So Fishguard is predominantly known, I guess, for the ferry port. You can get a ferry here that goes over to Ireland, which is just down that way. But it's located in Pembrokeshire in southwest Wales, and this is actually a beautiful part of the country. I've been to this place several times in the past few years, And in fact, I've even done a video in this county. We went to Skoma Island, which is where you can see a lot of puffins. That was an amazing day. Like, the weather was just perfect, and we saw thousands of puffins. So go check that out. I'll put a link up here and also one down in the description for you. But here we are at the sea. It would be so much more beautiful if it was warmer. Next time I do this trip, I'm going to do it in the summer. So let's go explore what this little town has to offer. Over there there's a fort, and there's a lot of history involved in that. There's also an aquarium over here. Unfortunately, it seems to be only open at the weekends at the moment, so unfortunately I can't go in, although the cafe is open. So the station is called Fishguard and Goodick. I'm assuming Goodick, not from Goodwick. In Welsh it's known as Abergwyn and Udig, I think, or Udic. Abergwyn and Udic. I'm sure someone is definitely going to correct me down in the comments, because that's almost certainly wrong. I don't speak Welsh. If you are into hiking, Pembrokeshire is a great place to come. Over there's a bit of path which we're able to follow up to a point and be able to have a look at the fort from a distance. I did look at getting to the fort, but it's going to take too long for me to get there in order to get the next train out of here. So unfortunately we can't go to the fort, but we can look across the water at the fort. Oh, can I access the beach from here? That's cool. Looks like I can. Sand is a little soft, but it's fine. And if you wonder if I'm going to get in the sea, absolutely no way. It's going to be freezing. I need this thing. Oh, this is a cool thing. That's a sort of mosaic thing. So there's a walking route here called the Marine Walk, which takes you a little way around the peninsula. But I'm going to go up to as far as a point called Saddle Head, and from that point we should be able to see the fort. But it looks like it starts off with a lot of steps. Yeah, like seriously a lot of steps. Okay, I'm at the top, but look, spring is definitely here. Hopefully the rest of the walk isn't that strenuous. Motorbikes and prohibited. Don't do that. So there you can see the ferry port a bit better. Actually there's no boats in there at the moment. Oh, and now it's starting to rain. I think it's just going to pass. I keep looking in the water to see if I can see any like seals or anything like that. There's a few things bobbing around and floating and stuff, but I think they're just birds. Okay, no seals, but there is a kayaker, so there you go. Found something interesting at least. I've made it to Saddle Point, and just across there, right above where my hands are, that is the remains of Fishguard Fort. This was the site of the last attempted invasion of Britain, when in 1797 the French tried to land in these waters here. But when they reached this area, they were pushed back by the people in the area and from the fort. The story goes that the French saw all the Welsh ladies in their long red dresses and big tall black hats and thought it was a massive army waiting to pounce on them, and so they just left and ran away. And this is where it all happened. It's going to take me too long to walk over there, so we have to look at it from a distance, but there's a nice little harbour down there as well with like fishing boats in it, coloured houses. At the right time of year it must be a nice lovely little place to hang out. As it happens, it's end of February and it's cold and rainy and my hair's a mess, but listen to that calm noise when the wind isn't blowing anyway. This is part of the reason why we considered moving to Pembrokeshire when we left London, was the calm and the peacefulness of it, but we ultimately decided we weren't ready for this kind of life yet. I'm only 40, I've got a lot of life to live, and I want to live it in a more happening environment, shall we say. This is great for some people, and it will be great for me one day, just not yet. Okay, so now I'm walking down the main road into the town centre. I'll see what's down there. I've got like 2 more hours till I need to be back at the station, so I need to find something to do. Whew, that's a big hill. I found what appears to be the main shopping street in this area. Quaint, old, all these buildings where everything's just a bit higgledy-piggledy looking, sort of, but they didn't really think about overall aesthetics, which is fine because it looks great and awesome. But in fact, there's a pub over here. So I told you before about the last invasion of Britain in 1797. Well, this pub here, called the Royal Oak, is where they signed the peace treaty. And I know that because it says it above the door. There you go, there's more history for you. So whilst this place looks kind of nice, honestly there isn't that much going on. And I think it's probably just because of the time. Like, I am here at 11 AM on a Thursday at the end of February. It's probably not the best time to be visiting this area, but you know, there's some nice independent coffee shops, there's a couple of bric-a-brac and charity shops, and then of course you've got these closed shops. That was a Pampered Pet. I'm gonna go find myself somewhere where I can sit inside. Oh, it's a co-op. So I've made my way back to the aquarium thing. So I'm gonna go have a walk along the harbour wall, then go to the cafe for a cup of tea. Do I really want to walk that? No. Alright, change of plans. Straight to the cafe. I haven't got the right footwear to be splashing around in those puddles. It's a bit messy. Oh, it's nice though. I never thought putting bacon or cranberry before. It's the saltiness of the bacon and the sweetness of the cranberry. And it comes with a side salad as well, so it's healthy. Now I'm full of tea and bacon again. It's time to get back to the station and find out where I'm going next. When I was eating, the ship came in from Ireland. It's a pretty big boat. Well, it's been lovely being back in Pembrokeshire, but it's now time to move on. So let's find out where I'm going next by asking ChatGPT. Don't forget to subscribe and stuff so you don't miss the next episode. And also I'll leave a playlist at the end and also down below, so if you have missed the previous episodes you can go and watch them now. Okay, I've got the chat up. Let's find out where I'm going to go. I never heard of, I know the bread, but I never heard of the place.